Welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. Today I am going to discuss editorial analysis of Hindu newspaper, that is bringing MSME into global value chain. So first of all, we will try to understand the context of the article, why this article is important. So 27 June of every year is celebrated as a World MSME Day. And this MSME provides us with the opportunity to appreciate their valuable contribution to job creation and sustainable development across the world. Because of that reason, this topic is important. Now, first of all, we have to see the relevance of the article. This article is important for GS paper 3. In GS paper 3, we have a topic of Indian economy, like planning, mobilizations of resources, growth, development, employment, inclusive growth. For all these topics, MSME is very important. MSME is important for growth, development, employment generation and inclusive growth. So whenever questions comes in these topics like how India can generate more employment, we can mention the point regarding MSME. So here we have to see the classification of MSME. So MSME is called it micro, small and medium enterprises. So classification in the sense like micro enterprises are those enterprises which have investment less than 1 crore or turnover less than 5 crore, or called it micro enterprises. The small enterprises are those enterprises which have investment less than 10 crore and turnover more than 50 crore, or called it small enterprises. And the medium enterprises are those enterprises which have investment less than 20 crore and turnover less than 100 crore. So this is the new classifications of MSME. How or why MSME are important? So we know that like India have demographic dividend. It simple means that working population in India is more than working population between 15 to 59 year of age is more, and this young generation require employment. And when we talk about MSME, MSME is very important for employment generation. So India at present there are about 55.8 million enterprises in various industries employing 124 million people. So here we can say that MSME provide employment opportunity to people. MSME also provide opportunity to women, employment generation. MSME also provide opportunity to less skilled people. So for employment generation, MSME play very crucial role. Export. So MSME sector accounts 29% in India's GDP. So whatever GDP we are getting, about 29% GDP is coming from MSME. So because of that reason also MSME become very important. And moreover, it 45% in export. So whatever export India is doing to other country, 45% exports are coming from MSME. So MSME is important for employment generation, MSME important for export, MSME is important for GDP growth also. Other than that, like income augmentation, building rural infrastructure, women empowerment, promotion of traditional goods and innovation, or all areas this MSME sector is very important. Now what are the issues this MSME sector is facing in India? So when we talked about any economic activities in India, first and the most important thing is credit. When this credit is not sufficiently available, then people cannot reinvest for more growth. So here first problem these MSMEs are facing, that is limited capital and knowledge. That is the main problem as of now MSMEs are facing. Second thing is, we can say that lack of formalizations among MSME. When MSMEs are not formal sector, or many enterprises are not comes under formal sector, it becomes very difficult for them to take a credit from the banks. So both these two points are interrelated. Like whenever these MSME are not able to get proper capital or proper credit because of they do not comes under formal sector. So here amongst 86% of manufacturing MSMEs operating in India are unregistered. Now technological disruptions. So most of the MSME depend on obsolete technology. Okay, so because of that reason their production is very less and they are not competitive in the market. So we have to upgrade their technology also. Regulatory cholesterol. So we know that in India regulatory mechanisms are very cumbersome, like getting construction permit, enforcing contract, paying taxes, starting a business, trading across border, continue to constrain doing business. So we can say that all these constraints faced by MSME. Problem of scale. The majority of firms in MSME are micro enterprises. So when we talked about MSME, we can see that credit is not available, or they are not formalized, technology upgradation is not there, regulatory cholesterol is there, problem of scale, like most of the MSMEs are micro enterprises. Now what measures government has taken? So government have taken various measures. I have taken here important one only, like Jan Dhan account, provident fund and insurance, that will help to provide credit to these MSME. Because as I discussed, credit is very important. Whenever people have the money, they can reinvest and they can start their business again. And because of COVID time, these MSMEs were worst affected. Second thing is access to credit. Also government has started loan up to 1 crore within 59 minutes through an online portal. That is also very important initiative of the government to provide loan to these MSME. Ease of doing business. As I told, regulatory mechanisms create hurdle for MSME development. Because of that reason, government is more focusing ease of doing business for MSME. Technological upgradation. As I discussed earlier, the technology of these MSME is obsolete and government is focusing to upgrade their technology also. For that purpose, 100 technology centers to be re-established. And access to market. Okay, whenever these MSME, they are producing the goods, they are not able to get proper access to the market. That's why government is also focusing to provide access to the market. So these are the some of the initiatives government have started to upgrade MSME or to solve the problem regarding the MSME. Finally, what other things we have to do? So here I have given some more point regarding the way forward, like developing bond market. This market will also help to provide credit to the MSME. Creation of independent regulator. So as of now, like different regulatory bodies manage the MSME. If we are going to create independent regulatory body, like we have RBI for bank, SEBI for other activities, the same way we have to create one regulatory body which is going to regulate this MSME. It will handle or it will address the issues regarding the regulatory. Reforms labor laws. So labor laws are not very conducive to the MSME growth. And finally, improving the regulation regarding the MSME. So here, as I told, MSME is very important for employment generation, GDP, export, and all over development. So we have discussed in this article, what are the importance of the MSME we have, what are the challenges MSMEs are facing, what measures government has taken to improve the MSME, what other things we have to do to improve the status of MSME in India. And again, thank you for watching this video.